better now because before I wasn't. It was kind of like spur of the moment. So I really want to know about your agenda because I want to tell the world. I tell stories. That's what I do. But
well, these kids started in California. They met me in Ocala National Forest, where Rainbow Gathering is happening right now in Florida. And they're helping me get to my neurologist to look at my brain. There's another family on here that we just helped. They got in a serious car accident and totaled their car. So we're helping them get situated while we're here. And the rest of these kids are on their way to Colorado. So yeah, it's just a big network. We live as a family, we work as a family, and we are a family. And
you said you have there's another one. So you said you had a certain amount of dogs.
Yeah, hold on, let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 dogs. There's a new puppy. The gentleman right there with the long brown hair, somebody just walked up to him and gave him a newborn puppy. And we also have a bearded dragon.
A bearded dragon.
Yeah.
Don't know quite what that means. But
It's a lizard that's all spiky and stuff. It looks vicious as hell. I won't touch it.
So, because I know about living off the grid, so your truck is operational. You mean, are there mechanics? Do you have like one of your guys is a mechanic? One of them is like, do you?
Several of us know bits and pieces, and we kind of all put it together. Whatever we can't figure out, thank God for YouTube.
Right. So with an RV like that, it generally has 3 batteries, and one is the coach and 2 are the coach and 1 is the chassis. So, but the electric inside feeds off of a generator. And is your generator working? And
yeah,
so,
everything's working. We make sure everything's working because of the people that we help. We want to make sure that everything is operational so people can use what they need to use when they need to use it.
Because your generator operates all your electricity on board.
Yeah.
And that runs off of gas.
Yeah.
So clearly you need to make money to buy gas. So how does that work?
Actually, sometimes we sit there and just ask for free gas, whatever.
At the station? At a given gas station? At a given gas station?
We'll post up outside of our RV with our gas cans, and people donate to us.
Wow.
Get us across the country.
People are nice, okay.
Yeah, well, it's kind of like we live because the road provides. And we keep that in our hearts and in our heads at all times, and it keeps us moving forward.
Man, and you must meet a whole lot of people. So is this the guy that we met before?
Yeah, this is Jay.
Now wait a minute, your name is?
I'm Nitrous.
And you are?
Jay.
Jay, okay.
I'm the infamous.
The infamous Jay. This is awesome. So yeah, I was telling her before my video didn't come out good, so I thought I'd come back around. I'm not far away. I was asking her about the RV.
Yeah, I'm gonna leave him to it because I'm cleaning.
I have a 28 footer myself, and so I know that it takes gas and, you know, maintenance, so to speak. And so she was telling me about gas. So when you actually travel the country based on people sort of contributing gas.
Yeah, well, I mean, we're kind of making it a point that, you know, the government wants everybody to do things a certain way.
You do it your own way.
Yeah, and that's, I mean, of course we need money for necessities.
As long as you're not hurting anybody.
Yeah,
right. Oh.
Absolutely. We need money for necessities and stuff, and like gasoline, literally ever since we started traveling this whole country, gas has been free technically, because I mean, we'll get out at a gas station.
Tells me gas cans and stuff.
Yeah, even when we're not doing that and we just kind of hang out around a gas station and play some live music, like
that's
we all have guitars, harmonicas.
Okay, I didn't know that.
We all play different instruments, and we like playing a lot of live music on the streets, and we get most of our money doing that.
No group name yet?
Nope, not yet. And my friends make hemp jewelry like this.
Okay.
With like crystals, and this is an ammonite. It's a fossilized thing with abalone features.
Yeah.
And like, pretty much just all have our different features to benefit. You know, it reflects off of every one of us differently and helps.
So now, where's the goal? Like the end goal or the?
We haven't found an end goal, except for basically the way we determine on who travels with us is like they have to be willing to work on themselves, because obviously they're in that situation in the first place for whatever reason. It's none of our business. But if somebody doesn't want to help make themselves better, help better the community that they're in, the people that they're around, like try and have more of a positive influence on people, because most people are so blinded by the television, so blinded by what the news says, about what Obama says, about just all of that crazy stuff.
Yeah.
And we just make it a point to feed people.
So I like the sort of peace sign and psychedelic sort of feel. It seems like everybody's on some psychedelic shit with the hair and the tats and the little pins. I like it.
Yeah.
It's just different. I love it that it's different than the average, you know.
Yeah, well, I mean, we don't have a lot, you know, but what we do have, we're grateful for, and like material items. Like you see a lot of our clothes look the way they do because we don't go and buy new clothes. We just we patch them up. You know, I've had these since Washington State over a year ago.
I love Washington State, Seattle, and
so
all like
cold
that.
right now.
Yeah.
That's why we went down to San Diego, and then it was still cold.
Wow.
And then we shot all the way across the 10 and got to Florida, and it's got a little bit better, but it's not as cold.
You drove that RV?
Not that one. We drove a worse RV that was more painted, in worse condition, that was actually a death trap.
You got rid of one RV and got to another one. How did you find this one?
Actually, it found us. My friend Cameron, he's kid in the front seat driving. Hi, Cameron. He had his Mercedes that his parents brought him for completing college and stuff like that. He's the only one of us that's done that. and
he sold it.
He traded it. He actually put it on Craigslist for sale, and we were on our way down to the Key West, Florida, to trade it to this guy who turned out to be a huge tweaker, and we're like, it didn't work out because there was so much more wrong with it, and so we're stuck at that point. And then somebody hits us up like, hey, I have an RV, and my wife really wants to see
so
that
they
Mercedes.
traded the RV for the Mercedes.
Straight up trade. Yeah, and this has been.
And so this one you drove from Florida to here.
Yeah, and this one's been the real start of our,
journey, because it's more.
It's the other one wasn't even ours, because he swapped his Mercedes over in Remington Hot Springs, California.
Wow.
So that there was a little cross country.
So this is
track.
more up to date. This one than the last one.
Yeah, it's more up to date.
So you don't think the wheel's gonna give out and?
Already has.
1 week.
Actually.
Wait a minute. Whoa, you were driving down the interstate.
It's actually we got it from a Cuban, and they Jimmy rigged it, and with gas filters. They're easy to replace. They're small. Instead of replacing them, they just poked holes through them so you can see right through it, and that's not. There's supposed to be a filter there, and so we had to replace the fuel pump, the fuel filters, the carburetor, and get the carburetor cleaned, drop the gas tank. We still have
work to do.
We still have to get a tune-up on it, oil change. The back inside right tire popped yesterday, and we just had to replace that. And now we have all the other tires are dry rotting, so we're just mainly, all the money that we're getting is trying to just
new tires
go towards all that.
So they're one at a time, the tires are going.
Yeah, like the money we made today, we're going to go to a campground so that we can have electric, water, and all that kind of stuff.
You said the dry rotted, so the camper was sitting for a while.
Yeah, this thing was sitting for 2 or 3 years.
Wow.
And it was at one point it was sputtering, just not even doing 5 miles
an hour.
If
somebody wants to contribute or donate to you and they see this video on our websites, I have a number of websites, where do they reach out to? Like, what's the agenda? Is there an email? Is there a website?
There's an email.
Okay.
Let me go get Cameron.
Do that.
He's got a good one.
All right. Where did you come from? Like, where were you brought up?
From Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, Ohio.
Yeah. I went out to California to trim a little bit for like 2 weeks.
Trim. Please update me.
Medical marijuana. We trim buds for that. Okay. Yeah. For medicinal growers and whatnot.
Okay.
And then we went traveling down to San Diego, up and down the coast and whatnot, and kicked it over here.
Wow,
Yeah,
that's
dude.
crazy. So are you originally from San Diego or?
I'm not. No, I'm originally from Dayton, Ohio.
Oh, Dayton. Okay.
Yeah. We're from all over the place. Like we're just.
How
pick
long
up
you been
people.
with this group?
This crew. Okay, so we just added Mitch and Alicia, who had a car accident.
Yeah, they told me.
Yeah. So this crew's only been together for 5 days. 5 or 6. I haven't really been keeping count. 5 or 6 days.
So
But,
where can people, like, if they want to contribute money or whatever to help you guys? How do they reach you?
Would say
Like,
I have an email.
Okay,
My
what's your email?
Address, camxclark@gmail.com.
Because generally, if someone wants to donate, they could like PayPal you or something. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How you doing? How you doing? He looks like a movie star. He looks like
good.
that guy from Hustle and Grow.
Hustle and Flow.
Hustle and Flow.
Yeah.
Is that what it was?
These guys actually.
They tell you that all the time, don't
Yeah.
they? Yeah. You play
These guys
music.
are awesome, man.
Oh yeah.
These guys are awesome. Me and my wife and my son. Actually,
Oh, you're one that got in the accident.
Yep. Our car got totaled in Florida. We were right
Whose
behind
fault
them.
was that, buddy?
Oh, the semi truck
Dude,
that
it
was
was
parked
a
in the middle of the
semi-truck. We
lane
literally
in a
almost hit them. They were behind us.
highway.
Wow.
They had no hazards, no cones, no nothing. And in Florida, it takes 5 days for the insurance company to get back to you,
Oh,
or
wow.
for you to even view the records. So
Right.
you can't even call the insurance.
So
get a
you're still
hotel.
fighting that bit. Okay.
Yep.
Thank
Yeah.
God you had insurance and stuff.
Well, thank God these guys picked us up.
Oh, they were just driving along.
Yeah.
And they saw you.
Yep.
Yeah.
You and your wife?
Yep. Me and my wife and my son and my 2 dogs.
Oh wow. How
And
old is your
the
son?
police just dropped us off at a Kroger and said, "Have a good time.
Have a good day."
luck."
How
Yeah.
how old is your son?
4 years old.
Wow,
Yeah.
man, that's
It's really rough.
crazy.
And we're from Illinois, just trying to get back home. So. Yeah.
So you were home from Florida?
We were in Florida visiting my grandma.
Okay.
We were headed back to Illinois when we got into the car accident.
What do you do in Illinois?
I do roofing, siding, mostly like construction.
You work
jobs.
with a business or?
I work with a numerous amount of businesses.
Gotcha.
Really,
Whoever needs you.
anything. Yep.
And what's your wife do?
She is a CNA, certified nurse assistant.
Jesus.
She takes care of. The
So
old
you
folks.
really were stranded on the road.
Yeah.
And these guys,
These guys.
came through.
Yes.
That's
It is
crazy.
Yeah. The rest
It
of
was
our
so
crew
awesome.
were traveling musicians and artists, and then we trimmed during the trim season in California.
Yeah, I'm just learning what trim means. So I'm slow. All right, well, it's good to meet you guys. I'll definitely put the information out there and, get the story out there. I have a
Sweet.
few websites, and do a couple things.
Word.
So.
That would be awesome.
All right, be well.
I'm gonna be with them
Yeah.
for a little bit.
All right, you got it.